She used to be manager, or still is?
I will be until Wednesday.
Whiting? So,
The whiting.
just white. I don't know what else to say, so we'll just let her go ahead.
Thank you.
Ready for me to go ahead and get started?
Sorry, did you guys
we're
all see
doing-
that? I know I was signing in that symphony.
Let's do 5 minutes.
Okay.
I thought it would be a really good experience because, you know, we're all talking about going to the Whiting for observation hours, so connection there.
Okay. Thank you.
Just let me know whenever you're ready to get me to start.
I think we're ready. Ready?
I've been ready.
Can
It's
start
been
yet?
recorded.
Okay. As Shelby said, my name's Christina Bellows, and first of all, I want to explain why I've come to speak to your class dressed as though I've just rolled out of bed. Normally I don't do that. Currently, I'm enrolled in the Design and Technology program in the theater department at the University of Michigan Flint. And I'm coming here from a scenic painting class. And got a little bit of paint on me, and we were just painting backdrops for the performance Into the Woods, which opens March 13th. I'm also doing the costume design for the show, and that's what I'm going back to school for, is to do costume design. Prior to being at U of M Flint as a student, for 5 years, I was the director of the Whiting. And how many people here have been to a performance at the Whiting? Great. I brought some brochures for our current season if anyone is interested. Many people know what the Whiting does for public programming. We have big Broadway shows. This year we've got Wizard of Oz and Jesus Christ Superstar coming up. We also do world music. We have dance programs.
Christina, sorry, could you back up and tell me again the programs that you're providing? Or, I'm sorry, or the shows that are going to be happening.
Okay.
I fell behind, so I just want to catch up.
That's okay.
Okay.
We have the Wizard of Oz and Jesus Christ Superstar coming. We also present world music. We recently presented a group of musicians from Eastern Europe called Harmonia. We present dance programs. And we also have a summer institute that's associated with the Joffrey School in New York City, where for 1 month, teenagers who are very serious students of dance live on our campus and take classes for 30 days, ending in a big performance, and that starts in June, it ends in July. And we have students from all over the country who come to our campus in Flint and get to experience a much more positive side of a city that they don't really hear a lot of good things about in the news. So we're very proud of that program. When I started as director back in 2004, there were very few educational programs associated with what we presented publicly. And that's something that I've been really proud of to have changed the time that I was there. Now we have programs that engage the community outside of what happens on the public performance stage in a variety of different ways. For example, last year we presented a group called the Carolina Chocolate Drops. And they were 3 young talented musicians from South Carolina who performed traditional Piedmont music. So they played banjo, guitar, one of them even played the jug. And before their public performance, they were here in Flint for 2 days. They did a workshop with local schools, 2 schools, junior high schools, and the 3rd workshop that they did was at the Center for Gerontology, where they presented a mini program for patients who were suffering from dementia and early Alzheimer's. And that was something.
I'm sorry, could I
yeah.
stop you again?
That's
fine. You said the 3rd workshop was hosted for...
It was at the Center for Gerontology.
Could you spell that for me? Perfect.
Oh.
Okay, I could just try.
You asked the spelling challenge.
No.
They worked with, or they presented a mini program for patients and seniors who were suffering from dementia and early Alzheimer's. And that, we found that to be a part of our community that does not get served very often. And so it was very nice to be able to bring something like that to them. Music, a lot of them related to and knew from their youth. And it was interesting for the musicians as well, as they had never done a workshop like that before either. And it's something that they afterwards said that they were interested in exploring further in their future tours and workshops. This past fall, we had a group called Collage Dance Collective, and they performed ballet and modern dance. And the public performance was at the University of Michigan Flint Theater. But beside the beautiful performance that they did on the stage there, they also did workshops with dance students at the University of Michigan. They did a workshop with, who else? They worked at the Genesee County Youth Correctional Facility. And they also did a movement workshop at the Michigan School for the Deaf.